everything that I have seen about sustainable growth until now had more to do with the purely financial aspect. The business should pay for its own growth, and that is one part of sustainable growth. But the part that I have really dug into is the philosophy, the ideology, the methodology of sustainable growth leads to the results and the success that you actually want. All right. So what's the difference between explosive growth and sustainable growth? Explosive growth is when you are valuing customer acquisition more than you're valuing the lifetime value of a customer. And sustainable growth is when you're actually valuing the lifetime value more than you're valuing the acquisition or the net total number of customers. So when it comes to revenue, we really only have two ways of increasing revenue. There's increasing the lifetime value, which is option number one, and there's increasing the number of customers, which is option number two. Multiplying the number of customers you have is the rocket ship. It is what makes you explode. They don't just want to increase the number of customers they have, they actually want to acquire as many as possible, as fast as possible, right? That's their growth philosophy. And they continually increase this number over time. What I like to say, time with a customer beats timing a customer, is that you really want a single customer to be an appreciating revenue stream over time, just like you would want to be with a stock that you purchase. I call it the PED model, which is a simple framework for thinking about lifetime value. The tricky part is that you perceive this as a delivery problem when in fact, it was a person expectation problem that you created for yourself in terms of the types of opportunities, the types of leads you were getting. The marketing and sales part of the equation is just as important as the delivery when it comes to retaining and appreciating that customer. How can sustainable growth principles help us navigate bear and bull markets? This type of focus is what's going to actually get you through the difficult times, which means that you shouldn't be focused on customer multiplication. You should be focused on retention and appreciation. Retain your best clients, retain your best team members, keep that foundation intact, stick through the hard times, and then you're ready to multiply while everyone else is rehiring, retraining, and rebuilding relationships. This is the general way that sustainable growth looks. So there are still periods of explosion, and that's why it's so hard to differentiate between the two. Just because you're growing sustainably doesn't mean you don't have periods of multiplication and explosion. And then there's this influx point. We need to switch out of the explosive growth mindset, and we need to switch in to that focus mindset. They're getting to know that ideal segment in a friendship way, to a friendship level. The idea of a bullseye is much more conducive to what marketing is actually supposed to be doing. And the way I break it down is into three types: brand marketing, demand generation, and account-based marketing. I don't believe that we need a sales department. That's my true belief. I believe that we need sales people, but not a sales department. But you would definitely have to change the ideology of the sales department.
What I heard is good. Yes, it fits into some of the philosophy that we have. What I look at is not only from the market perspective. I look at the complete business as an ecosystem, right from supply to customer, to the society, to the environment. But what we believe that the purpose of a business is not only to make profit. Question is, what do we do with the profit? So that is why we focus more on the ecosystem. And whatever I heard is very interesting, and a lot of things fits into my thought process. And it was very interesting. Thank you, Kalim.
Many points of Kalim resonated with me ideally. I 100% agree with Mr. Kalim where he says that during the recession time or during the tough times, we need to keep our team. But that is one point is very, very important. We take care of our people extremely well and we value our team. Like one of the things Mr. Kalim was telling, many times we don't value our own people. We think the other people are better. So the example what he was giving, like with the family and other thing, I 100% agree with you. So obviously we need to encourage and have full faith in our team and think we are the best.
It was a very good learning for me with regard to sustainable growth and explosive growth. All these years we were trying for explosive growth, but at last end up in sustainable growth.
I'm also working on digital marketing strategies, and whatever Kalim explained was very much helpful to me. and it also changed my various mindsets of mine, which I previously had, and this helped me very much. I will be incorporating all these strategies in my digital marketing too. So it's a wonderful session. I enjoyed it very much, and it's very much helpful for me.
Kalim, I think I have not seen anyone putting gratitude this way to connect the sustainable growth. Okay, it's wonderful. It's actually brilliant.
In the Zone is like kind of out of a dream for me, kind of like Peak Community was when I first got in there. It's like a playground. I'm like a kid in a playground in these type of environments. So I really appreciate the value that you guys are creating. And I think that there will be some good collaborations we can do with people in Peak Community as well. I can talk to people and intro you to people, so we can get other types of presenters on here and things like that. So excited.